Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, it is that time of the week that we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I'm joined by my beautiful co-host, Andrew Teedy.
Hello, everybody.
And Quiet Michael Labune.
Ronald Reagan was the devil.
And we're going to have some funny memes. But first, we must do a certifiable, important component, legally required segment of Facebook for the Blind, the depressing news.
If this is legally obligated, I need to challenge that law.
It's in the by rules, and it's controlled by an HOA-like entity with ultimate power. Ultimate power. So, good luck. Anyway, it's very depressing. Look at the orange dots. There's orange dots all over the world. There's conflict everywhere. It's truly terrible. Some of my favorite headlines this week, New York Appeals Court reinstated a gag order on the Tangerine tornado. Historian said that, glowing obituaries for Henry Kissinger reveal the moral bankruptcy of U.S. elites. That's kind of fun. I mean, I kind of like that one. George Santos was officially expelled from the U.S. House of Representatives. And I know, how fun was that? It was so interesting. I got so many interesting takes on that, too. That, people covered that he was only the sixth one in history, and 3 of them were Civil War criminals, and two of them had indictments. And it was like, wow, they're really bad at this, at getting rid of these people, totally. George Santos, of course, now he doesn't have a job, so he is turning to Cameo.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's going to be hawking customized recorded videos for a few $100 a pop. He's finally found a home without fact checkers. And what's interesting is that this week, Fox News fact-checked Trump in the middle of one of his campaign rallies. And Hoodlum points out that Rupert Murdoch just sat for 2 days of depositions last week in Smartmatic's $2.7 billion lawsuit against Fox. And in case you're wondering why they stopped airing Trump's rally and fact-checked that. So that was kind of fun. We hit some records this week. Monthly global temperature anomalies. Hottest year ever. And I know you're like,
we did it.
Like, well, but come on, man. Like, how much have we really been measuring that? That's the hottest in 125,000 years, people.
Yeah, suck it.
Yes.
Older generations.
Yep. They haven't watched Mad Max. They won't even know what to do. Strangely, my post with the most news, my news post with the most was today I learned the West Bank and Gaza together have 14 universities, an open university for distance learning, 18 university colleges, and 20 community colleges, which is pretty amazing. And then it turned into a bunch of monkeys throwing fucking poo. This one I thought was pretty tight. It was published this week. If there's one statistic that best captures the transformation of the American economy over the past half century, it would be this. Of Americans born in 1940, 92% went on to earn more than their parents did. Among those born in 1980, just 50% did. So over the course of a couple decades, the chances of the American dream went from almost guaranteed to a coin toss. And then it descended into a bunch of monkeys throwing poo. Because that's just how my friends are. Anyway, the hottest year on record wasn't the only record. We've now had the most mass shootings ever in a year.
USA.
And they say we have no culture.
I know, right? I know. Absolutely amazing.
Fucking hate everything.
I know, I do too. I had stuff here. It was the anniversary of Fred Hampton's death. I don't know if you remember that. Fred Hampton, and I don't have the graphic queued up, but Fred Hampton was a Black Panther, and on December 4th, 1969, I believe, the Chicago police fired 90 bullets, including a machine gun, into an apartment at 4:30 a.m. when they were all sleeping in there, and killed 2 people. And anyway, I was just like, there was an interesting anniversary for that up there in Chicago with the Chicago police. I was like, thank God, we don't do that kind of shit anymore. Hey, the Atlanta police have now been using Signal to discuss Cop City. You know about this? A big $90 million thing. They're going to bulldoze a forest. They're going to, get rid of a bunch of animals. And anyway, right around the time that they'd started using the, encrypted secret transmission thing amongst themselves, it was right when they decided multiple police agencies entered the park where protesters were camped and shot 26-year-old environmental activist Manuel Terran. Autopsy showed 57 gunshot wounds, and that he had no gunpowder residue on his hands. So, despite what the cops claimed, of course. So, cops, 60 years apart. Wow. In other big news over on the right, the Republicans' latest evidence of the Biden corruption is 3 payments of $1,380. Yep, that's right. The Bidens said $1,300, and oh my God, Comer's losing his crap. So that's the heinous crime. And meanwhile, the House Republicans have admitted that the Biden impeachment stunt is just to give Trump a little bit of ammo to fire back and say that Biden has also been impeached. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Another fun thing about Hampton getting shot back then in the 60s, this is the page. The Doubleday rifle with the headlines, The Crime of Confederation and the Fear of Crime. This Doubleday book with a rifle on it, right next to it. Anyway, that was funny. Advertising's different these days, I guess. Hey, you just lived through the hottest 12 months on record. Yay! It's pretty fun. And you know who doesn't know that? Anybody on the right. There was almost no coverage on the right that the UN Weather Agency said that 2023 was the hottest on record. It's just us. You're only getting it here, folks. It's true. Historian Eric Foner spoke to a class. This is passed on by Ken Homan. And he says that the quote that really stuck with him was, "This history that we were taught could not have produced the present that we are living in." And I love that. You might remember that Elon told his advertisers on X, I can't believe I just called Twitter that, but he told his advertisers, go fuck yourself. And apparently they did. His sales staff collected their holiday bonuses and quit en masse. So absolute nuttiness here. Oh, it is the holiday season, so here, this is the nativity scene, nativity display, Lutheran Christ Church in Bethlehem, Palestine. So that's a neat one, huh? That's kind of a good one. I gotta get rid of that one. We always try to end these things with a nice heartwarming animal story. Oh, wait, we had some good news, because, Henry Kissinger headlined Escaping Justice. Henry Kissinger died, and I'll tell you what, I thought there was a lot of good memes on that. Another one that was pretty hilarious. The Trump team said that he never swore to support the Constitution. So here is a picture of him. We probably, I don't know if you remember, but we all kind of saw it. So if that's their defense, that's hilarious.
There were very few people in attendance when he did that. In all fairness.
That is an excellent point. Everybody was talking about Facebook Wrapped. Here's an interesting one.
No, Spotify Wrapped.
Spotify Wrapped, sorry. Facebook for the Blind. We were a top 10 podcast for 11 fans.
That's right.
Eat that, other podcasts.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Michael Barbaro.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
To you 11, thank you.
Chelsea, we love you. I think
we're coming for you, This American Life.
She showed me a picture of her Spotify Wrapped, and we were in the top 5, and I almost cried. All right, we always like to end with a heartwarming animal story. It was yesterday, December 4th, International Cheetah Day. So here is a picture of a 7-month-old cheetah that was saved from strugglers, hissing and being a pain in the ass in the back seat of its rescuer's car.
Like any typical house cat.
Yep. Look at that rope on it too, man. Not happy to be saved. And that has been the news from Facebook for the Blind for December 5th, 2023. And now back to my beautiful co-host, Quiet Michael Lemieux, for a, as I understand it, standard male length round one.
Incorrect. This is going to be a big, long round one. Here we go. Kicking it off with Tuna.meltdown.
Hey, Tuna.
They're retweeting CNN. CNN says pizza shop workers took down an armed robber, but when police took off his mask, they discovered he was their old boss. PJ says, "What kind of Scooby-Doo shit is this?"
Zoinks.
James retweets the Daily Mail Online. Daily Mail Online says John Lennon's last words will be revealed for the first time by witness in new Apple TV documentary about the night the Beatle was murdered by gunman Mark David Chapman. So they're going to finally release John Lennon's last words. James thinks he has a pretty good idea that it's youch.
Oh.
Good bet.
Listen, if you're fans of the Beatles or of the show The Office, then some of these memes on this show, historically speaking, are going to be offensive.
Awesome.
Trash Can Paul. Friend of mine, friend of yours. Trash Can Paul. This time he's here with Moist Buddha. Keeping it moist. Keeping it Buddha.
Woo.
Yes.
They have 4 people here. It's the results of a poll. Who should play Snow White? Gal Gadot got 3%. I'm not going to pronounce this person's name right. Anna de Arm.
And I think they screwed it up because I think it's Ana de Armas.
There
I don't think all the letters
got 2%. Rachel Zegler got 1%, and Terry Crews got 93%.
This is our audience.
As he should. White. As he should.
Big fan.
Exactly fucking right. TD, why don't you read this one for me?
Oh God. Okay. So here we have it looks to be like a placard in the ground, kind of like a gravestone marker or something, and it says, "Nothing is written in stone. The thing is made of rock."
I sort of think they could have just wrote the word nothing.
Yeah, there you go.
Trash Can Paul, this time with Tuna Meltdown.
Ooh.
They're all talking to each other these days. They say, mix things up by putting framed quotes meant for the kitchen into the bathroom. And we see a picture of a toilet. There's a Yankee candle, some toilet paper, and a framed quote that says, "Life is short, lick the bowl." Trash Can's back. I don't know if you guys saw this video, but it says, "Raise hell, praise Gail." And it's a picture of Gail. Listen, if you don't know who Gail is, just Google Gail and Walmart, and you'll see this absolute fucking warrior. Gail, raise hell, praise Gail. Zach Silberberg has, I'm just going to read it. "I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Now they're going to bed, and my stomach is sick, and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now." Like the way my brain started with, "I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Oh yes.
Now going to bed, and my stomach is sick, and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now." Anyway, thank you. Well done. I am 30 AF. Benjamin Dreyer at BC Dreyer, quote tweeting Johnny Morris. Johnny Morris says, "If you could have sex with a famous celebrity, alive or dead, which would it be?" Benjamin Dreyer says, "Alive."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Eric brought up the Spotify Wrapped, the Hard Times, friend of the show, the hardtimes.net. If you're not following the Hard Times, where the fuck are you getting your Hard Times?
I know, right?
Anyway, there's a picture of this guy looking really upset, and it says, "Punk humiliated after Spotify Wrapped reveals he uses Spotify." Glow fuck yourself early in the show.
Hey.
They have a picture of the Law and Order intro, and it's the SVU especially, and it says Law and Order Seasonal Depression Unit. I only have I think 2 more. I don't know. We'll see. Weed Porn at Weed Porns has a picture of I think this guy's like the chief editor at Axios. And he's looking at a piece of paper and he's like really confused, squinting. And it says, HR showing me my tweet about, quote, getting dummy high off the Benjamin in the parking lot before work. Yeah, this is my last meme for this round. This one's Tuna Meltdown. Tuna, we're new friends, but I got to say, I'm picking up what you're putting down. So this is rare. This is a picture of a tweet in a text conversation. Okay, so the tweet that was sent is a picture of a thermometer and it says 103.4 degrees, and it says, here's a pic of my thermometer from the last time I was sick in case anyone needs an excuse to get out of work. And then right below that, he sent this to someone. It says, can't come in, I'm sick. And the person replies, did you mean to send the whole meme or just the picture? And he says, fuck. See you in 10.
Yeah.
And that's all I got for round 1. Kicking it over to TD. See what you got.
All right. Hi, everybody. Time once again for my world famous, often imitated, never duplicated short round 1, brought to you by Altoids, because that's the first thing I saw when I looked at my table over there. Yeah.
Nice.
Boom. All right. Kicking it off with friend of the show, Frank Brooks, reposting from Rebel Circus. And it says, me after doing two out of the 30 things I'm supposed to do today. And it's a picture of this decrepit looking demon dude thing. And he kind of pointing at his chin and he goes, I must slumber.
This is for our listeners, this is actually a picture of TD's mom.
Oh, I'm the vampire?
I see it.
There was a split second where I saw rage on your face, TD.
Oh, I want to see that. Man, I'm missing the good stuff.
Well, you got to pay attention, dude.
I got 14 things. Okay.
I'm just probably more. I love you. I'm just playing. Who's my good boy?
Your mom.
My good boy.
Sorry, I derailed us. Please next meme.
Moving on mercifully. Friend of the show, Shitpost Gateway. If you're not following Shitpost Gateway, and where are you getting your gateway for your shitpost?
Great question.
It's a good question.
It says, watching 2 guys have a knife fight in a Waffle House parking lot at 3 a.m. And it's Squidward with fancy eyebrows and a smoking jacket and a velvet chair with food in front of him. And it says, the food, the atmosphere, everything's flawless. In there.
Jex, that's legit.
All right, next up. Friend of the show, Deborah M. Says, I hate it when you see a sign and suddenly your plans are ruined. It's a picture of a dude sitting on a triceratops and with the no symbol going across it. So you cannot ride your triceratops in the park.
Man, I thought this was America.
I would say, yeah, I thought this was America.
Tell you what, man.
It's like somebody just shot my freedom boner.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man.
Oh, not the freedom boner.
Dude, I think the Beastie Boys fought for our right to do this.
Boy. Hey, Labune,
Yes.
I've missed you, buddy.
End of the
like
show, dad jokes. I've started investing in stocks. Beef, chicken, and vegetable.
Hey, where's Mary? Where's Mary?
I'm not done. I'm not done. Don't walk on my fucking punchline, even a bad one. I've started investing in stocks. Beef, chicken, and vegetable, that is. One day I hope to be a billionaire.
Welcome back, buddy.
Look at that fucking giggle.
Welcome back, buddy. All right, friend of the show, Satan.
Hail Satan!
What's up, Satan?
See you Friday after poker, buddy. It says, I am not Santa. Stop sending me your Christmas list.
Awesome.
Yes. Friend of the show once again, Satan.
Hey, Satan.
What up?
It says, can you explain this gap in your resume? And it's the meme Chad dude, but he's actually like facing you for once. And it says, yes, this is when I did not have a job.
Nice.
Friend of the show once again, Satan.
Hail Satan.
With the Satan hat trick here tonight. Says the best thing I've learned this week is that when squirrels fall / jump, they land like superheroes. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, these two pictures of squirrels doing the classic superhero landing. Look at majestic as fuck.
Dude, that's Black Widow all the way.
I actually think since the squirrels were here first, that it would be better to say superheroes land like squirrels.
Uh-huh.
Michael, that's why I love you, buddy. That's brilliant. That should be on a t-shirt somewhere at a state fair. Airbrush.
This is the squirrel stance from now on.
Oh yeah, squirrel stance.
That's very good. I love that one.
And then wrapping up the world famous short round one here, we got new friend of the show, God.
Hey, God.
I figure if I give you 3 Satans in a row, we might as well hear the opposing viewpoint.
God is a frenemy.
There you go. We'll go with that. It says, serious question. What is this for? And it's that handle above the passenger side window, also known as the holy shit handlebar. And Anderson responds to this question of what is this for? Says, this is for my mom to dramatically grab when I'm doing 26 and a 25.
That's hilarious.
That has been my often imitated, never duplicated, world famous short round one for this week. Over to you, Mr. Sizemore, sir.
Oh my goodness, what a fun week it's been. It's the holidays, and there's a hustle and a bustle and a jingle and a jangle and all the fun stuff. Yay. Oh, and Kissinger died, which, I've noticed the last couple days, sometimes I'll get a little sad. And then you know what I'll do? I'll think, you know what? Kissinger died. And that makes me laugh.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on to my round one. My friend Connie has a picture here of two boys. Same boy, apparently. It says, today at approximately 11:19 a.m., my life changed forever when I found out this dude from the movie Elf was also Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I missed it too, but it's funny for me to think that she discovered that. I don't know, it was funny. All right, moving on. This is interesting. They've blurred out who it's from, so I can't tell you, but it says, animals are so crazy because why is your mom only 1 year older than you? That is on brand wholesome right there, you got to admit.
Yeah.
This next one was suggested as a new Facebook slogan. P. Pig says, while you were making 6 figures, I was making mentally ill people laugh online for free. I think we might steal that. We'll talk about that in the meeting later.
There you go.
Friend of the show, Vicky. Hey, Vicky, how you doing, man? She's posted Tim Federal, and it says, glitter is just sand that majored in musical theater. You notice that was posted by the Unitarian Universalist Hysterical Society. They're a fun bunch of religious people, like outside of church. But, you know, that's fun, Unitarians. All right, moving on. This one, I was disturbed by its jiggliness. Did you see this? Is this jiggling on Zoom? If I do this, does it jiggle?
Ah, stop it.
Right? It's fucking disturbing. This was posted by, this is the worst thing I've seen in at least 6 or 7 minutes. And he says, I do not like this. No, sir. Like,
I kind of like it.
I like playing with it, showing it to you guys. This is my favorite.
That's what he said.
That's totally what he said.
I like jiggling it and showing it to you people. Moving on. Facebook for the blind, FB4tB a Weekly memecast. And if you're not following FB4tB a Weekly memecast, where are you getting your memecasts? I have reposted Jonathan Edward Durham. It says, physically I'm here. Mentally, I'm in a magical bookshop behind an unmarked door in a charming little alley where the books choose you. Author Melissa W. Sell says, how's your Sunday going? Little black hearts. Yeah, very fun. Friend of the show and co-founding Zaddy, Matt Brown, posts this from John Wisewell, and it says, is Paul Bunyan a kaiju? Picture of Paul Bunyan.
You're like, is a kaiju?
Godzilla.
Oh, that's funny.
From the non sequitur assemblage of the world. If you're not following the non sequitur assemblage of the world, where are you getting your non sequitur assemblages? This one's a. Oh, well, all right, we'll write it down. Are you done?
I need to. I'm young. Non sequitur.
I'm stealing that one. I don't need to. I'm young. This next one is from friend of the show, Christian Yanakis, and we've got a picture of name that star, TD.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. And the quote at the top is saying, me, I will not go overboard on Thanksgiving this year. Also me, after too much coffee. Nicolas Cage, I'm going to raise my own turkeys.
Did you ever hear Nick Cage lost like all the money he made in the first like 15 years of acting?
Oh, wow.
And when they looked into why, he just bought a bunch of really weird shit. There was like no
Castle in England.
Really?
A lot of weird comic book stuff.
Wow. He just fucking blew his money on like he had like a stuffed like leopard or something, like just fucking like no reason at all except that he thought it was cool. Anyway, I like him. Fun. I get it.
So anyway, yeah, if you got any other Thanksgiving leftovers, I would suggest you get them into the show immediately because they're going to go bad. This one's from Halloween Lifestyle. Oh, a Halloween leftover. We have a picture of an old man. Kind of looks like Rasputin, but friendly. It says, all great literature is one of 3 stories. A man goes on a journey. A stranger comes to town. And Godzilla versus Megashark. Leo Tolstoy.
Famous Christian anarchist Leo Tolstoy. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that quote.
And huge Megashark fan.
I mean, who is it? Oh, that's right, everybody.
Well, they don't talk about it like they know about it. This is from Kingdom Comics, and it's a bunch of gas cans, like plastic gas cans at your local Walmart or whatever. And it says, maybe not their intended message, but I like their style because the sign says, light up Christmas. I like the cut of this guy's jib.
That's Chef's Kiss smartassery right there.
I got 3 more. Throw it back to you, Michael. Friend of the show, Kathy Dust, reposts Have a Gay Day, who has reposted On Top of Gravity, says, ask one of my male friends to stop using the phrase man up. And he has been using fortify for the past 2 weeks instead. And it's just a little thing, but honestly, it makes a difference. And to be honest, it's pretty funny that when I start to deflate in the library, he leans over and goes, fortify. Phantom Locked comments, dude, fortify is banging. That makes things like you become some kind of RPG character. Fortify is way better than man up. So there you go, a little PSA. This is a picture of George Santos's office, and I don't know if you caught it, but they changed his locks like an hour after he was expelled. An hour. You know who gets their locks changed an hour after you get booted out of the office? Criminals. That's who. They're worried you're gonna. They're like, I don't know what you're gonna come back and do in your office, but it ain't gonna be good. Anyway, Representative George Santos's office now Spirit Halloween. So. And finally, for the ostensibly wholesome round, we have a picture of George Santos looking up, and he's saying, "Are you there, God? It's me, Cher." That was a post from Joe My God, and if you're not following Joe My God, I don't know. I just met him.
Like, neither was I a week ago. All right, here we go with the irreverent round. This is dedicated this week to Henry Kissinger's Facebook for the Blind celebration of unlife.
Kissinger Wrapped 2023.
That's it. Rolling Stone, actual headline here.
Not showing.
Oh, your mom isn't either.
Oh my God.
I know.
It's because I'm about to be 40.
Oh my God. Not me. I'm young.
I'm not
Can you see it now?
saying anything.
Anybody help me? Can you see it? Still
No.
No.
It says you started sharing. We have to double click.
Yeah. We just got the little spinning wheel of death, bro.
Oh noes.
I wonder if it's because you guys are such bitches.
Yes. The level,
Are you,
my level of bitchosity is seeping over the Wi-Fi and internet to cause your shit to fuck up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wonder if it's because of that.
I don't know, Michael. Are you depleted in any way on your end?
Everything looks right. Let me see if this will work. How about now?
Boom!
Yeah.
Got it?
Woo! We did it!
All right. Rolling Stone reports Henry Kissinger died on Wednesday at his home in Connecticut, his consulting firm said in a statement. The notorious war criminal was 100.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. The Hard Times News, friend of the show, thehardtimes.net, reporting Kissinger dies of broken heart thanks to temporary ceasefire in Gaza.
That's the tightest.
This one's a bit wordy, but if I don't do it, Eric will. Anthony Bourdain said, frequently I've come to regret things I've said. This from 2001 is not one of those things. And we see a quote here from Anthony Bourdain that says, once you've been to Cambodia, you'll never stop wanting to beat Henry Kissinger to death with your bare hands.
Agreed.
He says a lot more, but that's mainly the quote.
Yeah.
Hey Jay has a picture of a woman putting her hair up in a ponytail, and it says Nancy Reagan when she sees Henry Kissinger come through the gates of hell. For our listeners, I want you to remember that you do not get a new body whenever you get to hell, so it's their old ass bodies. Tom Zohar at Tom Zohar it says Satan seeing Henry Kissinger show up in hell, and it's just this picture of this queen who says, "Oh Jesus, gross." Here's a picture. It's a cartoon from Louvre, who has a picture of Henry Kissinger coming down an escalator, and there's another escalator going further down, and there's a demon standing in the middle who just says, "Keep going."
Hey, who's that from again there, Labune?
I don't know. Do you know how to say it?
No, that's what I was asking you.
I would say Louvre.
Louvre. I don't know, man. I don't speak, fucking coward. Here's a picture of Death playing the claw machine, and he says, "Henry Kissinger, fucking finally."
That's the second of mine I've had to cut.
This is Joe Rope, who says Henry Kissinger is dead, and directly below that it's the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, who says, "Screw that old bitch. He's a Nazi." This isn't really a meme so much as it is two pictures.
Oh, God.
First picture is a picture of Henry Kissinger picking his nose. The second picture is him eating it. He was a booger eater.
Booger eater.
Two more for this round. I love. There is an actual Twitter handle that I've been that I don't know. I guess I don't anymore. But I used to follow. It was called "Did Kissinger Die?" @Did Kissinger Die? And it just says at the top, "Is Henry Kissinger dead yet?" And every single day they would tweet out no. And then on November 29th, 2023, "Is Henry Kissinger dead yet?" tweeted out, yes. 178.7 thousand likes when I screen grabbed it. I guarantee you it's over 1 million now. And finally, for the irreverent round, the Waffle Hoe, friend of the show, the Waffle Hoe, who has a picture of Henry Kissinger and it just says, "Rest in piss, bitch."
Oh,
I like it. I like all of it.
Rest in piss.
bitch.
Kicking it over to you, TD, if you've got any Kissinger memes left. I mean,
No,
Right.
because I'm not good enough to have found any Kissinger memes that weren't posted by YouTube.
Aw.
we have the
That's-
market cornered on the Kissinger memes.
Yeah, you guys had that shit.
That's
Hey, it's round 2, or as I'm gonna call it,
the stretch a bit round.
the Illuminati round. We'll call it the Illuminati round this week. It knows everything and nothing.
Keeping it
all at the
ill,
same
keeping
time.
it naughty. The
Yeah,
Illuminati.
yes. Yeah.
You know, they
but
were only the Illuma until I joined.
I see what you did there, dude. You naughty little son
I
of a
put
bitch.
the naughty in Illuminati.
Dude.
Dude, I'll tell you what,
I think-
that
I
fucking
think
line
you
would work.
just- I think
That
you
line
just-
would work in DC.
It
I'll
would
tell you right
totally
now.
work in DC, and I think you may have just inspired a weird Halloween costume for me. Thank you.
And you're on.
All right.
Boom.
Cool. Hey, let's do this. Friend of the show, friend of the universe, friend of you and me, Jason Jester, post in this house we say Merry Christmas starter pack. And it's a picture of your typical Midwestern family wearing Christmas sweaters. The father's sweater looks like a Confederate flag, and the mother's sweater is a Gadsden flag, or the "Don't Tread on Me" flag with the snake.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Everything about this picture makes me mad.
The,
All right, moving on.
The snowflakes. That's wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friend of the show, Jason Jester, once again, says, "Would you just got done eating your McRib?" Because it is McRib season at McDonald's right now.
Oh.
When you just got done eating your McRib at McDonald's, and it's a picture of Danny DeVito from Always Sunny, looking very Danny DeVito from Always Sunny, saying, "You ate raccoon meat." I like McRibs. I don't care if they are raccoon.
Oh man.
Love those sons of bitches.
Woo!
Some douchebag named Andrew TD, I posted this a few years back, says, he's probably thinking about other girls. And it's a meme where the guy and the girl are in bed and she's staring over her shoulder angrily at this dude just laying in bed. Says, he's probably thinking about other girls. Him. If two people on opposite sides would simultaneously drop a piece of bread, the people on opposite sides of the world would simultaneously drop a piece of bread, then the world would temporarily become a sandwich.
It's truth. That's just physics.
I want to make an Earth sandwich.
I've had one. They're not worth it.
All right, I guess you just stop at the Italian sub. All right. Friend of the show, Nate Copley. Hey, Nate.
Hey.
He says 1 minute you're young, then the next minute you're falling asleep like this at 6:30 p.m. And it's a picture of Homer on the couch there, head back, passed out, gut hanging out from underneath his shirt. I have fallen asleep like that 3 times in the last week. Okay.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep like that twice in this show.
Word. Word.
Hilarious.
Hey, Labune, I had so much fun when you read that one for me in the first round. Can you read this one for me too?
This joke coming to us from Puns at the Punny World, which is also a pun. Says, I told a joke on a Zoom meeting, but nobody laughed. Turns out I'm not even remotely funny.
Hey.
Yep.
I love it.
Saw it, I collected it, and I cut it from my set.
Wow, you really you screen grabbed this.
Part of the show, Lucy Huber says, why is male country music like hot girls and teeny tiny shorts, I will make you my wife, bear my children, front porch, family values, casseroles? And female country music is like, oops, I killed my husband.
I think the answer's in the question.
No shit.
I do like that song about Earl.
In front of the show, once again, Jason Jester just says, hashtag the more you know. It says, futon is short for Fig Newton. And it is a picture of a futon made out of Fig Newtons, and there's even a pillow with a picture of a Fig Newton on it. As a fan of futons in my younger days and Fig Newtons, now that I'm an old bastard, yeah, I like this. That's not true. I liked Fig Newtons when I was a kid.
I do want to take a nap on that.
They're no good.
I like to trick myself. It's into eating a healthy cookie.
There you go.
There you go.
It is one of the lowest fat cookies. I know that for a fact.
Sweet. All right.
That's healthy in America.
Yeah, no shit. Jason Jester once again repost from Mike Primavera. Says, woke up with a ton of anxiety about a dream I can't really remember, but thank God I'm back in the real world where, nope, this is worse. That pretty much describes most of my mornings. All right. Part of the show, Internet Hall of Fame, repost from Emma something. And it says, a shark could swim faster than me, but I could probably run faster than a shark. So in a triathlon, it would all come down to who's the better cyclist. It's a thinker. It's stupid, but goddamn, that's funny.
I like that.
All right. And finally, wrapping up round 2 here. Friend of the show, I like food at Messed Up Foods. Says, babe, what's wrong? You've barely touched any of your triceratops, because it's sure enough a piece of tiramisu, but it's got triceratops head and legs and tail. Yeah, you barely touched your triceratops.
I'd eat it.
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10 would eat.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, but that wraps up round 2 there. Yeah, Sizemore, you can go now.
Very nice. I'm excited. This has been a great show so far. I'm very much enjoying our celebration of Henry Kissinger's unlife. We did this for Rush Limbaugh, and I got so many people who were like, you know, up in my grill, as the kids used to say, about just, you know, talking ill of the dead. And I was like, did you ever hear Rush Limbaugh talk about anything?
Dude, he used to celebrate every time somebody would die of AIDS.
He was
It's like a whole segment on his show. Fucking piece of shit.
Oh, we had
They had like an intro and everything.
Yeah, we had so much fun with that. Anyway, I'm enjoying this because, again, I got a little sad earlier, I think, when Michael was napping, and I was like, oh yeah, but then Henry Kissinger's dead.
Are you sad?
Oh no, I was sad because I forgot, and then I remembered.
That's what I mean. You don't have to be sad. He's still dead. News.
Wake up tomorrow, Still dead.
Still dead. Oh, that is so cool. Indeed. All right. Let's do round 2. The patented, legally trademarked, irreverent round. All right. So this is from King David's Treasury of Memes for Israelite Teens. And if you're not following King David's Treasury of Memes for Israelite Teens, that's okay. We see here a cake that is covered in eyeballs and wings, and it says biblically accurate angel food cake. Which is irreverent and tasty. Once again, sticking with the food theme. Carrie Smith at Deprogram something, blah, 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 whatever, says, a Christian Pride Month, with every business wrapping themselves in the Christian flag and promoting Christian programming on all platforms above all other content, and every council meeting, city council meeting, making Christian month pronouncements and Christian parades all month. Yes, that would be wild. And she's like, she just described December.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, so what do you anyways? Hey, Michael, would you read this one?
This is coming to you from Ricky Baldwin.
Hey, Ricky.
All right, Ricky. And it's a picture of Darth Vader sitting on a potato. It says, you've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for Vader on a tater.
What?
It's Vader on a tater.
You know what, Tina, you're right. That is fucking hilarious making Michael read these things.
Dude, it's the only thing I have to live for. I'm confined to my chair.
Oh my God. It's true. All right. Jacobin magazine, they had a great headline. Says one Henry Kissinger obituary was never enough, so they wrote a whole book, and it's "The Good Die Young," the verdict on Henry Kissinger. So it's selling the book. That was pretty good. Jacobin pulls no punches. Friend of the show, Corey Showtime Robinson. You're not following Corey Showtime Robinson. You are missing out. He says, sometimes people die and everyone's sad. And then there's Henry Kissinger. Huffington Post has breaking news. The Beltway Butcher, war criminal Kissinger, dead at 100. Nice. That was...
Beltway Butcher.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I was really impressed with where a lot of these folks were going here. I don't know if you know where George was going, but George went to the island with the crab rave. You guys know the crab rave? It's a little EDM thing, but if you heard it, you'd be like, oh, I know this, and it's a bunch of dancing crabs. And it's just people, when you celebrate, you just go to the crab rave. Clickety-click. That's the way that's what George was doing. A lot of people were, doing all kinds of bloody pictures of him, and this is the typical sort of New Yorker artsy-fartsy, watercolory kind of a picture, and it's a cake covered in 100 candles and bleeding all over with the blood labeled Chile, Cyprus, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, East Timor, Bangladesh, and more. And, friend of the show, George, also passed along this little conversation. Says, this is my hate name, said, before you say something mean about Henry Kissinger, take a breath and see if you can think of something meaner. B-Boy Bouillabaisse said, the devil called his greatest pupil home. Gregory Hayes commented, is it possible to fly a flag at twice staff? Pretty good. Artsy fartsy Danzinger cartoon. Henry Kissinger arrives in hell, and the devil comes in, and he's moving in there. He says, "So I thought I'd put you in here with your pal Nixon." He says, "Oh, come on, haven't I suffered enough?" A lot of folks were passing around the Vampire Wives of Dracula. This is Sarah Powers. She's our big intelligence bigwig. She's our big intelligence, and she's hanging out with Kissinger. So Here's a picture of him with the devil. Pretty good one. Thought was all right.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. This one was the one that you stole. Yeah, Kissinger dies of a broken heart thanks to temporary ceasefire in Gaza. From the hard times. Sorry, it was worth doing again. This one was a picture of Kissinger and the devil in hell, and they're embracing each other, and it says, reunited. And I posted Peach's Nerb from 78, man. A lot of good stuff there. Let's see here. Kissinger dies at 100. Andy Borowitz says, Nixon welcomes his old friend to hell. So that's a little different take there. Let's see here. God damn it. Okay, so I think this is probably one of my favorites is the death at the claw machine, except the guillotines for billionaires posts, I was trying for Chauvin. Honestly, I didn't think there was a Kissinger in this thing. You guys remember Chauvin last week? He got shanked a whole bunch of times, but you know, he's still alive. So anyway, it's pretty funny. And this was posted from Millennials Are Not Children, saying it was almost a twofer. Anyway, Guillotines for Billionaires 2020. If you're not following Guillotines for Billionaires 2020, when the time comes, how will you know what to do? And yeah, I guess finally here, here's a picture of Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher, and they're smiling and looking over, and it says, "When you've just arrived in hell, and that couple in the bar give you that look." Oh man! All right, maybe I'll do one more and just wrap it a bit there. This one was posted a while ago. It says, "Seen people asking why there's Nazis in Indiana Jones 5 if it's set in the '60s, and to be honest, I'm asking why there's Nazis out there right now in my world, set in the 2020s." Nazis and Kissinger. That was the most irreverent round we've ever irreverented. Now,
it was among the more irreverent.
It was. We were straight up, yeah. Woohoo!
Oh, did you guys, before I kick off round 3, quick question, and it does have to do with my first meme. Did you guys happen to, but I want to talk about it first. Did you happen to see this shit about Matt Rife?
Well, I know about his comedy special, and comics are all talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. So Matt Rife is one, like, over 100% of his fan base is women.
Oh my.
He opens his Netflix special with a joke that I think endorses domestic violence against women.
Yeah, it's a domestic violence joke. Yep.
Now, here's what I want to say about it. That joke is so fucking hack.
Yep.
Like, it's a street joke. I've heard that joke a million times before.
That's what all the comics are saying. I heard this shit.
I don't understand starting your fucking special with a hack street joke. That, like, first of all, I definitely don't understand ever telling a domestic violence joke. But, like, also, you know what I mean? Like, two things here. Number one, horrible, like, deserves to be canceled, which he is being canceled. He was just on Jordan Peterson's show, that fucking piece of shit. Yeah, I know. But, like, also the joke wasn't even funny, and it wasn't even his. Like, why would you torpedo your career over a goddamn street joke that the creepiest, oldest guy in the bar tells you every single time he's had a couple? Anyway. So stupid.
No, that was a general consensus. Not too funny on a scale of 1 to 10. Hack jokes, stolen, misogynistic, targeting his primary audience, who was like, whoa, what? I don't know. My takeaway was the guy got famous too fast, had a fan base too fast, didn't have the material from the road. That's where it's at.
I think he probably didn't, like, it really struck me as a joke he decided to tell 5 seconds before he walked onto the stage. It was an open mic joke. It was like, anyway, Lewis at Lewis Simiday says, someone said Matt Rife looks like Phil and Lil's mom from Rugrats, and now I can't unsee it. And there's a picture of Phil and Lil's mom. and now somebody
on. It's the lips. It's those lips. Oh my God.
Somebody superimposed Matt Rife's face over, and it says, "Not Betty DeVille." Sorry, here it is.
Oh, damn.
Wow. Nice.
This is a picture of the aristocrats from Twilight, looking all fancy, like the dandies that they are. And it says, "Butter watching the other food items in the fridge from its special tray." Hourly Shitpost has a picture of a McChicken, and it says, "This is an apple. If you see a McChicken, it's because you're in a coma. Please wake up. We miss you." Oh no, where did my share go? Did I stop sharing? Can you guys see Mason's tweet?
Nope.
What happened here? Did somebody kick me out of the sharing, you bitches?
Oh. What are you, a Republican? Everything's somebody else's fault?
Right?
Yeah. Maybe I am a little bit. Mason Meninga, friend of mine, Mason Meninga says no one. Doesn't say anything. Medieval women mystics. And it's just a picture of a journal that says, "I would give Jesus a little kiss." That's a theology joke. Anyway. BLG Memes, friend of the show, BLG Memes, has a picture of Samuel L. Jackson. And Bender Bending Rodriguez says, "Why does Samuel L. Jackson always play black guys?"
Oh, God.
No Context Humans has this picture of Mickey Mouse, and it says, "I haven't been able to sleep since I saw this." And Mickey has taken off his it's like a hat with the ears, and he's balding under there, and he just looks like old, but his face is it's
In the human ears.
yeah. Oh yeah, also the human ears. That's I should have noted that. Still very much a mouse nose. No Context Humans is back. This is a scene from some show. It's got the guy. He's from Evan Almighty. Anyway,
Yeah.
they're all pointing finger guns at each other, and he's labeled Desire to Read. The person on the left is labeled Desire to Write. The person on the right is labeled Desire to Listen to Music. And at the bottom, we have Andy Samberg holding a gun at the camera, and it says, "Inability to get off your phone." So, listeners, our faithful listeners of the show will know that I don't like Scottie Pippen, and this is coming to us from _ the Blessed One, who has this recent picture of Scottie Pippen, and it says, "They saying Scottie Pippen looked like Chester Cheetah, and I haven't breathed since, and holy shit, he looks like Chester Cheetah."
He does. Holy shit.
Wow.
He's got his sunglasses on, and with his goatee, it makes his chin look like it comes out like that. This was my personal favorite meme for this week, coming to us from Middle Class Fancy, the voice of an entire region. It's a picture of somebody in the hospital, and this is a picture of their vitals and I don't remember the IV, and it says, "Do not eat the clam chowder at the Lexus December to Remember sales event."
Clam chowder at the what?
At the Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Remember sales events.
Shithead Steve is here. We missed you, shithead. And he's got a picture of somebody touching their face, and it's called "I'm Gonna Fucking Die" disease. Symptoms: one nostril is blocked at night when you go to sleep. All right. Margaret Lyons, friend of the show, Margaret Lyons says, "Sure, that's a good slogan for a jewelry brand." And we see it's the slogan is "Something for every hole." It's a picture of a woman showing her ear in many piercings.
I feel like women are targeted with these ads. Is this an accurate ad, ladies?
I only have one more meme for this round, leaving only my post with the most.
Oh my.
You should have rounds. I started shitting my pants like, oh fuck this
It's
shit.
just this says the illegal U-turn shaboing boing is crazy. And I don't even know how to describe this thing.
You know they can
It's like
see
a
you.
foot long. It's like a foot long sausage with 2 buns. Titi, can you help me? What kind of meat is this?
It looks like
Kielbasa.
kielbasa.
Yeah.
Kielbasa. I'm vegetarian. And that's all I have for round 3. The penultimate round, leaving only my post with the most. And it's back to you, Titi.
All right, people. It's round 3, as I lovingly call it. Let's bring this turkey in.
Get the UFOs back to the mothership.
We are going to take the golf carts to the penitentiary. Okay.
Heard those waffles, Titi.
All right. Let's start with these home fries here. Okay.
Go ahead, Titi. Put it away.
Friend of the show, Josh Burt, repost from 2017 Ford Super Duty. Says, my life has changed as of today. I now know I can heat hot cheese dip while on road trips. And it's a picture of a crock pot plugged into an adapter plugged into the power outlet in your truck.
Not all heroes wear capes. Holy cow.
I got fresh cheese dip in the Fat Mobile as soon as I get clearance to drive again. All right.
Dude, like,
Moving on.
sometimes you're driving along and there's a perfectly good raccoon right there in the road. Like,
You got raccoon fondue, baby. Some douchebag named Andrew Titi, I posted this a couple years back, says when you enter a room and forget what you wanted to do, and it's just a picture of this cat standing on its hind legs in various positions around the house, just looking very confused and mystified and miffed.
Nice.
I feel this.
Totally.
Friend of the show, once again, Satan at S8N.
Hail Satan.
Yo.
It's got a picture of this Victorian looking dude looking at a steel bridge, kind of looking at the landscape in the distance. Says, has anyone actually got salmonella from eating raw cookie dough, or is it society just trying to stop me from living my life?
Delayed gratification. What a ripoff.
I feel this. New friend of the show, Miss Mischievous, got this picture of like 2, I don't know,
classic Victorian British people.
colonial looking motherfuckers. Yeah, man and a woman. And the woman's going, don't be shy, ask me out. And the guy goes, okay, get out.
I liked it.
No, thank you. I
like it.
Friend of the show, Devin Sawa goes, don't at me. And he just, it says, how many lows would Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's? And it's a picture of actor Rob Lowe and a Lowe's hardware store.
Dude, when you paused there, I thought you were going to go, what's this actor's name?
No, I was going to make a joke about how he made a sex tape with a 16-year-old, but I decided not to.
Did he?
Oh, yeah, back in the 80s.
Ugh. Moving on. You just ruined St. Elmo's Fire for me.
Oh, sorry, bro. It's what I do. Friend of the show, Jason Jester, just says, know the difference. And it's a picture of the United States with a line going through the north and south. And on the north side of the line, it's a picture of rock legend Iggy Pop, and it's labeled Iggy Pop. And on the southern part of the United States, it's another picture of Iggy, but it's labeled Iggy Soda.
You subscribe to like a newsletter, don't you?
I'll tell you, in Arkansas, it'd be Iggy Coke.
Yeah.
It's
all Coke. It's all Coke.
It's all Coke.
Interesting. I've heard of this. Very cool.
Yeah, down far south, it's all Coke, man.
I moved to Illinois, and I was like, I remember I was like a little kid, and I was like, you want a Coke? And my friend was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, what kind? Coke. I was like, well, we don't have Coke.
Wow.
The only Coke we have is Mountain Dew and Diet Coke or whatever.
I forget that you have an interesting backstory, man. Like
Yeah.
your villain origin story is mwah. All right,
It's
moving on.
convoluted. Yeah.
No context humans says me trying to open up to somebody, and it's a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese, and someone tried to open it, but they only got like half of the top layer of the cardboard off, and so it's still closed, but there's a flap open.
Nice.
This is a good joke.
I like that.
Yes, that's tight.
Very.
Friend of the show once again, Satan.
Hail Satan.
Says went out for Chinese food and I told them I have a severe allergy to seafood, and this was on the check when I paid, and it's a picture of the receipt there, and it says, you know, chicken C nut $7.90, chicken SS $7.90, crispy chili $8.50, one beef, no fucking shrimp or he die.
Tight.
Yeah.
It's tight. That's good communication skills, man.
Yeah, no fucking shrimp or he die. Friend of the show, Jason Jester, haunting my nightmares. He just says kinky, and it's a picture of C-3PO in the loving embrace getting a small peck on the forehead by RoboCop, and there's just a giant can of WD-40 next to him.
Hey, love is love, man.
Do that information what you will.
Love is love. Those robots are gay.
Well, I mean, we all knew C-3PO was, dude. I mean, come on.
Well, are we telling the straights now?
Yeah, I think so. All right. Hey, you know what, Labune? I've been having so much fun with you doing some of these memes. Can you do this one for me, please?
Dad jokes. Meme account that often gets used on this show. Dad jokes at Dad Says Jokes. We have 4 panels, but the fourth one, we have 3 panels. And we're in a grocery store here, and the customer walks up to the worker and says, "Where's the milk?" And the worker says, "Buy the bread." And the customer says, "No, I only want to buy milk." I like this.
I missed you so much, dude. Don't you ever leave me again.
He's buy the bread. That's good.
Don't you ever leave me. All right.
I know it's been too long because I was in Ukraine, and then when I came back, you were in hospital.
Yeah. That pretty much summed up the last 3 weeks. Yeah, you were in Ukraine. I was in hospital.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to talk about how I was scared about you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry,
How are you doing,
like,
Eric? You all right, bud?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's do the show. Let's get on with it. Let's do it.
Fun, more funny stuff.
More funny shit. Less feelings. All right. Moving on. That should be the tagline of the show. More funny shit, less feelings. All right.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, friend of mine, Harmony Scott. She posts, May you live as long as you want and not want for as long as you live. An Irish toast. Bread, cinnamon, eggs, and maple syrup is a French toast.
Fuck.
God in heaven.
I could have made you do two. All right, moving on.
Nice.
A friend of the show, Deborah M, posts a picture, and it's Mariah Carey going, "All I want for Christmas is you." And it's underneath it, it's the picture of the blonde and the cat yelling at each other. And the blonde is like, "If you listen to that song backwards, you will hear the devil." And the cat's like, "Even worse, if you play it forward, you will hear Mariah Carey."
That song slaps.
Fortify.
The problem is I'm burned out. I'm burned down on it by like the first weekend in December, bro.
I've ducked it so far.
Christmas is from Advent to Epiphany. I listened to this song for 2 fucking months, and I miss it the other 10.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, I love this time of year because I can get away with watching Muppet Christmas Carol and no one judges me. Love that damn movie.
Cool.
All right. I got one more for yeah, I got one more.
Uno mas.
Uno
One
mas.
more for round 3 here. Well, we haven't quite got all the turkeys in yet.
Oh,
one more. Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta click on.
Friend of the show, Dad Jokes.
Ah!
I was walking home last night. I passed a slice of apple pie, an ice cream sundae, and a lemon cheesecake. I thought to myself, the street seems strangely deserted. Welcome home, Michael. And that's it, folks. I have brought the turkeys in, thus concluding my round 3, leaving only my post with the most. Over to you, Mr. Sizemore.
Everything is like a food reference. Like everything's making me hungry.
Size more, way less. That should be your. You should start a company.
You should not write slogans.
Size more, way less.
Wait,
it's kind of confusing.
Yeah, it makes because my size is more, and I weigh a lot more.
It's like your size is going up, but your weight's going down. It's hard to really wrap your head around.
One of my favorites this month had
size
post from Brain Damage, who posted this picture of Kermit the Frog saying, "No Money November was a success. Dead Broke December is about to be popping."
Yes.
Charles Dickens watches The Muppets Christmas Carol. He's at a 4-panel here. He says, after the movie, what did you think? Delightful. And moreover, it is the only truly faithful adaptation of my story. How do you mean? My dear boy, are you unfamiliar with the story? Oh, chortle. Why, that's my clerk, Bob Cratchit cried Scrooge, pointing at a frog the size of a human child. And there's his oddly sexy pig wife. Spirit, why do you show me? Just for TD, because you said it's your favorite movie.
I love that damn movie.
For the show, Josh posts this from Sarah Gazzardo, who says, what's my favorite reaction gif as a child? Oh, Timmy, no. When I was your age, we had to respond in person immediately, and we had only 3 choices: tiny violin, slow clap, and jerk-off motion. That's it. 3 choices. And you had to make a call, and you made it fast.
Right.
Fortify, Timmy. One of the most searched terms, of course, is released every year, and Google announced its most searched term of the year is, once again, nervous breakdown, hate life, hate job, how to get new life. This is one of my past posts with the most, but it's evergreen, I think. This one was actually literally in the running for my post for the most. It is the Lego Gaza set. It's just a box of gray bricks. No assembly required. Also, a lot of people like that one, because that's just the kind of funny I post on my regular stuff. Also in the running for most, Rohita Kadambi, who said Jimmy Carter losing his wife and his arch nemesis Kissinger in the same week is some soap opera season finale shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you hadn't seen it that way, had you? It's like, well, it was really funny. Did want to address the whole Midwest thing a bit here, man. North at North of North posted, the Midwest looks so boring. Can you not comprehend the beauty of a vast open space, of seeing the entire dome of the sky, of the great titanic relics of long-gone industry that served as the engine of the nation, of seeing lakes so vast they present as seas? This is a skill issue. Midwest versus everybody. And immediately, my new grumpy friend has to say, you know, the only reason that I appreciated the growth and death of cornfields was out of an act of desperation. Not an acknowledgement of any kind of soul-stirring excitement. And I just came back with, man, Illinoisans have ever driven through Nebraska, all smugly cop attitude. Am I wrong?
This is true.
Robert was like, I used to think Illinois was boring, and I drove through Nebraska. I'm like, right? Put up a farmhouse or something every couple of miles, could you? Cornhuskers? What? Unbelievable. Seriously. Like, somebody was talking about that, and I was like, look, I've been to Kansas, I've been to Nebraska, and Nebraska, you're just wrong. Just wrong. Just wrong. All right. FB4tB Weekly memecast posted electricity bills be like usage $40, distribution fee $152, processing fee $75, accessing fee $45, transmission fee $34, a fee $15, phone fee $17, might as well fee $5. What the fuck are you gonna do fee $3, and another dollar won't hurt fee $1.
God damn.
No. One of the things about the Midwest. Oh, here's something else that I just want to share this with you guys. This is like a program in Iowa Department of Transportation. They have standing rows. They have farmers. They pay them for the corn. They tell them don't harvest the corn until spring, and they leave it up as a little snow fence instead of putting in those lame ass like little crappy wooden fences that we've all seen that they roll out that just get eaten by our drifts. You know what I mean? Got this right? And lots of people are like, oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. And then one friend of mine is like, nonsense! Because my friends can argue about anything. That's what I want to let you know. I can trigger my people anything. So there you go. This is a picture of Shakespeare holding I believe a Glock. And it looks like a movie poster. It says 12 terrorists, 1 playwright. The odds are against William Shakespeare. That's just the way he likes it. Die, Bard.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, it's a laughing librarian.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, George posts this one from Matthew Black. Says, the thing is, Die Hard wasn't a Christmas movie originally. The script was changed by Constantine in 336 to align it with the Sol Invictus Festival. The Masonic Secret says, it was declared a Christmas movie at the Council of Nicaea. I can't believe I have to get angry about this. It's a little Christmas joy for you and Jax. So this was also clarified at the Council of Trent Saint Nakatomi, who was canonized as well. Okay, now I should have quit while I was ahead. This one we have a picture of the kid from Home Alone dressed as Santa, but he's falling off a building because it's the best of two worlds, a perfect Christmas movie. Die alone.
Oh my!
Right. Oh, hey, something I just got to share because I found it and I don't know where else to drop it, so I'm going to get rid of it here. But were you guys in on the thread where people were talking about what to get as a tattoo? There was some kind of tattoo special and sign up and I don't know, all this stuff. I don't know, all our friends were talking about, it was like George and Chelsea and Chandler and everybody, and people were like passing different designs back and forth. So I just dropped this into the chat because I was like, for many of you, I was like, this would look great on you.
Your favorite TD, Mary, used to have a sticker of that dude on the back windshield of her car that she used to have.
Is that why I appreciate this aesthetic? Because I was like, why does this speak to me? Someone should get this tattooed. Okay, my final one for the third and penultimate round from friend of the show and founding zaddy, George Cruikshank. He's passed along positivity and laughs. And we have a picture of bread rolls, you know what I mean? And it says, people who call it bread cake scare me. It's a muffin. And Griffin says, if you call these anything but a roll, you're a psychopath. And that is it for my penultimate round 3, except for my post with the most.
All right, here we go. We're posting with the most in these days.
Posting with the mostins, indeed.
All right, let's see if it works this time. Can you guys see it?
I see a sausage.
How
There we
about
go.
now?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, this was my post with the most. And no caption. So Eric, if you have one with a caption, because I shared 2, but this one got the most. It's just a picture of white Jesus.
Yep.
A lot of people sitting around listening to white Jesus.
Rich people.
Hands
That's
in
a
the
wood
middle.
floor. That's an outdoor wood floor. Those are rich people.
Yeah. And he's got his hands folded in front of him. He's wearing a robe, and he is wearing some massive Jinko jeans.
Those
Okay,
are
looking like half my graduating class.
beautiful.
Oh,
I don't know what is so fucking weird about this picture, but it is just great to look at.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That was my post with the most. All right, TD, how about you?
my post with the most isn't quite as traumatizing, but I did feel personally attacked when I found this one. This meme coming up right here.
This one that you're going to share with us any second now.
Any
second now. I'm
so
gonna
worth
share
Jinko
with y'all.
Jesus. Oh, there we go. All right.
Okay. Yeah. This was legit. Sizemore likes to call the legitimacy of our post with the most, but this was legit my post with the most this week. I posted. It's a person making a sandwich, and this is a
Massive.
huge ass sandwich. I mean, just pounds and pounds and pounds of meat, cheese, and toppings. Ginormous thing of bread. This sandwich is easily the size of a small dog or a medium dog.
Big, yeah. This is like at least a 20-pound sandwich.
This is a 4-guy 8 spatula job to get that puppy up.
Yeah, that's to move it. You need like, dude, you probably need more than 10 guys to eat this thing.
I mean, this is a massive undertaking, and then it's just labeled "in a Diet Coke, please." I feel called out by this. Personally attacked here.
Again, hack joke from the 80s that I told in my high school talent show, but still funny. You're funnier than Matt Rife with a hack joke, TD. That's the deal.
That's about all I got going for me these days.
Hey, if Matt Rife would have opened his Netflix special with that joke, he'd still have a fucking career.
Am I right? All right.
That's
nice. All I got. Sizemore.
Very nice. Hey, friend of the show, JB, sent in this picture of Jerry, the cat from Tom and Jerry.
Tom. Show respect.
And he's got like 100 holes in him. He's like sprung a leak. He's got water shooting all out of him. It just said Derek Chauvin. I'm like, holy. Oh, sorry. Honorable mention. My post with the most was a warm and fuzzy thing. I found this magnet, our magnet, on my friend's refrigerator. So that warm, fuzzy feeling when you come into your friend's house and you see your magnet on their fridge. Look at it. That is my happy pink guillotine, was my post with the most. And an advertisement and a sellout brought to you by merch. It's like merch. It's like the trifecta. When you post a commercial and it's your most successful meme.
Did we do it?
That constitutes a wholly registered copy of the edition of December 5th, 2023 for Facebook for the Blind. We love you all. Mwah.
Love you, George.
Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.